As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years to have told him that. When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Andrew Mullins is suing his ex-fiancée, Cara Belford, in the amount of $2,090.92. Mr. Mullins claims he had a change of heart prior to his wedding and says Ms. Belford retaliated with wild purchases to his credit card.
Mr. Mullins, you're suing Ms. Belford for $2,090.92 that she charged on your credit card?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you're alleging a civil theft of your money?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, what's your relationship to the defendant?
She is my ex-fiancée.
Your ex-fiancé. How long did you know him, ma'am?
We've been dating 3 years.
So tell me what happened. You tell me.
So what happened, we decided that we wanted to go to Hawaii together. And instead of having a big wedding, we wanted to have something small together.
So you decided we're going to go to Hawaii and get married. We're basically going to elope.
Yeah.
Okay, so you proposed to her.
I did.
Okay, did he give you a ring?
He did, Your Honor.
Okay, so what did you think of this idea? No big wedding, let's just go off the two of us romantically and get married.
I thought it was great. We both come from fairly small families. We really just wanted an intimate, romantic wedding. So when we decided to vacation to Hawaii and we thought about the idea of getting married, it was fantastic, Your Honor.
Okay, and what time of year was this?
About 6 months ago.
Okay, but where are we? In May, June, where are we? What month of the year? Do you remember?
April, the month of April.
It was April. Okay, nice time to go to Hawaii. So what kind of trip did you plan?
We had a small planning for this. We wanted to go paddleboard. We wanted to go on hikes. We wanted to just enjoy ourselves on this vacation.
Okay, is that right? Any
Yes.
bigger plans than that?
Your Honor, I mean, Andrew planned really the whole thing. He booked the hotel, like you said.
Was it a nice hotel?
Yes, it was a 5-star hotel.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so he was going to give you a 5-star wedding, but just the two of us?
Absolutely. He had
That was your
massages.
understanding, Andrew?
You're correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and could she afford this?
Cara couldn't afford this at the time, but I had no issue with it, and I wanted to give her the best of the best. And
So did you tell her that you pay for everything?
I did, yes.
Okay. All right, so we get to Hawaii, day one. We having a good time?
I could tell Andrew, like, he was a little reserved, but I just assumed he was nervous. I mean, we were about to get married.
Right. So was this the first day you noticed him acting strange?
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay. So were you acting strange the first day that we get to Hawaii?
I was feeling like me and Cara was on different levels and have different standards when it comes to a relationship, Your Honor.
Well, then why did you say, let's get married and let's go elope to Hawaii?
Because at that time when I booked the ticket to Hawaii for us, I thought it would be a great idea.
Okay, so when did you book the tickets?
It was probably five months prior to this.
Okay, so y'all have been planning this for about 5 months.
Right, so he had 5 months to think about if he wanted to get married to me.
Was it 5 months?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so but you didn't realize until you got to Hawaii that this is not going to work.
I had a gut feeling. I mean, the butterflies was pretty much gone for me, and as I said, that we were on different standards.
But when you got on the flight to go to Hawaii, you thought, I'm going to marry this woman.
I had the questions inside of me that I was probably going to give her the respect and tell her to her face. I just didn't know when.
Well, I'm talking about when we're boarding the flight to Hawaii now, because we're going to Hawaii to get married.
Right.
When we get on the plane, is the thought we're getting married in Hawaii?
I had a feeling.
So why did you board a flight with her to get married?
Because I wanted to tell her to her face, and the tickets were already booked.
You could have told her to her face right there where you lived.
But the tickets were already booked.
Andrew, we live together. You could have told me.
Excuse me, you were living together?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd lived together.
That's true.
Help me here. We live together. Baby, when you roll over in the morning, you know what, this trip we talk about taking next week? I'm really not feeling it.
I say the tickets were already bought.
Okay,
we already
you talk to me. Okay, so you just didn't want to lose the money on the tickets.
You can say that.
Okay, I did say it.
I mean, you could have taken a friend or someone. You didn't have to lose money on the tickets.
But I also wanted to give you the respect and tell it to your face.
The respect. So the respect is taking me to Hawaii when we planned to get married to dump me. That's respect?
How did it happen?
We were at dinner. At the resort, and instead of even waiting for us to go in private
Is this
to our
first
hotel
night
room,
still?
this is our third night, Your Honor.
Okay, so the third night.
The third night we were at dinner, and instead of even waiting to go up to the hotel room, at least in private, he told me right then and there that he was no longer in love with me.
He said that at dinner?
Correct, Your Honor.
Are there still some feelings here?
Absolutely,
Do you
100%.
still love him?
I mean, now that I've learned who he is, no.
You don't love him anymore. And how about you?
No, I would say Kara's a very dramatic person, and she's like followed by her feelings. And
at least I loved you when we were engaged.
But that's also why I wanted to give you the respect and tell it to you instead of like.
But the respect would have been to do it before I left town on a plane.
But
that's the respect. So you understand? That's the respect.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
I'm trying not to cry because we're in public, and I'm really just trying to convince him it's just cold feet, it's just nerves.
But he wasn't listening to that.
No.
She jumped up and like a woman possessed. Like the conversation we had just turned.
Right.
Can I show you, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Yeah, she just jumped up, started dancing.
Okay, back up a little bit because I can't see you from there. Okay,
Started
right
jumping
there.
up and, you know, throwing those bowls like she had a ludicrous concert.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Andrew Mullins, who is suing Kara Belford for civil theft.
I really don't care why you didn't want to marry her. I don't care. It's irrelevant here. You told her, though, then, I don't want to marry you.
That's right.
Right? And you said?
I was in shock. I was speechless. And then, I mean, of course, I tried to say, no, you do. You have cold feet. It's nerves. It's this. It's this. Like, I didn't know what to do.
So were you breaking down at the dinner table there?
I'm trying not to cry because we're in public, and I'm really just trying to convince him it's just cold feet. It's just nerves.
But he wasn't listening to that.
No.
So did we go back to the hotel room?
So after we had
Did we go back to the hotel room?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
And then what happened in the hotel room?
I took a shower, and Kara was emotional.
Where were you, Carol, while he was showering?
I was just laying in bed. I didn't know what to do.
So did y'all sleep in bed that night together?
For the most part of it, yeah.
So you were in bed with this man that told you he didn't want to marry you?
Correct.
Okay.
I just want to say you went to bed a little bit before me. I went out for a drink to clear my head and try to figure out what to do from here.
So what did you figure out?
I figured out I had to come back to the room and talk to Kara, but she was asleep when I got back.
So what happened the next morning?
So he mentioned at dinner that he thought, you know, staying in Hawaii wasn't a great idea.
Okay, talk to me. You two talk to each other. I'm asking the questions. He mentioned what?
That he might want to go back home, not stay in Hawaii.
Right.
So I assumed the next day we would figure that out together.
Right.
However,
I don't understand how you could have fallen asleep that night.
I was just
I've been with somebody 3 years. I'm on my way to get married. I told my mama now I'm going to get married over here. And now he tells me at the end of a meal that he's going home. I don't think I would have slept at all that night.
Your Honor, that
what
night
happened when you woke up?
He was gone. Gone. No note, no text, no phone call. I thought maybe he went down to get breakfast.
Right.
He never came back.
So
he was gone.
When did you leave?
I left very early that morning, Your Honor. And Kara was still asleep.
He did you a favor, girl. He did you a favor. This man showed you who he is. Thank God it was before you dodged a bullet on this one. All right, so then what did you do?
So I tried calling him, texting him.
Right.
I didn't know where it was. I was worried. I was panicked. I was stressed.
So why are you suing her for $2,090.92?
I'm suing her because she went absolutely wildly with my credit card.
What did she do? Oh, you gave her a credit card?
I gave her a credit card
Right.
that was for emergencies only.
Emergencies
And
only.
I made that credit card for her.
Okay.
In case my wallet was getting stolen or it was getting lost or anything. So we had an emergency card. So I made a card for her with her name on it so we could use it for emergencies.
And incidentals.
Correct.
So what did you decide to do?
Well, I didn't have any money because he said he was paying for the
Right.
trip, so I didn't think to bring my own
So
debit
you had
card.
to pay for meals.
Exactly. I
Right,
couldn't
okay.
just
You bought
starve
meals?
and
You bought meals?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, what else did you buy?
I bought some yoga classes.
Right.
I really needed to decompress.
Right.
What
else did you do?
Well, we had a couples massage, so I had to
it was already scheduled?
Yes, and
when was it supposed to have happened?
The day he left me.
Oh, well, you couldn't cancel that.
Yes, by myself, which was embarrassing.
Good for you. What else did you do?
Well, we went paddle boarding because actually, right here, Your Honor, I have some evidence stating that we could go paddle boarding, and whatever I wanted to do, he would book it.
Okay, is that true? Did you tell her whatever she wanted to do, you were going to book it? Let me see it. You don't have to wait for an answer. Let me see what you told her. What else did you book? Anything else?
Paddleboarding, yoga, a massage, and then I didn't book this, but yeah.
I will do whatever you want to do. Just say the word and it's booked. All right.
Yes.
But that would be through my credit card.
The best you could do was $2,000.
Thank you.
I would have had a new wardrobe and an Hermes bag. Okay.
So in a way, I saved you money.
Then it's all you got out of this is $2,090 I have to pay.
I was very specific about that. This credit card was for emergencies only. So
that was emergency. That was emergency. That was emergency.
Kara still had her own debit card.
Self-preservation is an emergency. And that's what she was doing, because you attempted to rip her apart, the way you carried on, the way you treated her, the way you decided to deal with this in such an immature way was devastating, right?
This wasn't immature. I was stranded on an island.
I mean, exactly.
So
you ought to be
hot yoga
ashamed.
is an
You know
emergency all of a sudden?
You ought to be
Lobster
ashamed.
dinners?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, even bringing a lawsuit after what you did. Really.
But Your Honor, Kara had her own debit card. She had her own debit card.
Can you tell that I'm ready to rule? Can you tell?
I can, Your Honor.
I am. I'm judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Justice was served, and I wish Andrew nothing but the worst.
I would probably remain single for the next long time.
Coming up.
How many times did she hit you in your rib?
Probably about 3 or 4 times.
Well, the first time she hit you in your rib, you should have moved.
Well, that's the usher. I asked the usher, can I move? And he said it was packed.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Sutton Platt is suing fellow concertgoer Aaron House in the amount of $445. Ms. Platt claims she was seated next to Ms. House and says she wound up in the ER with bruised ribs due to the defendant's wild dancing.
Ms. Platt, you're suing Ms. House for $445 for personal injury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you claim she was negligent at a Diana Ross concert?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me about this.
Yeah, so I moved to LA, you know, had a disastrous night at this concert.
And what brought you to Diana Ross concert?
Your Honor, my mother is the reason why I decided to go. We got the tickets together, and she just got sick out of nowhere, unfortunately. So I went to the concert by myself.
So you went by yourself?
Yes, you know, I just got out of a toxic relationship, you know, and I want to do a little me time, you know. So I heard about the concert on the radio and bought the ticket for about $350.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And your tickets were that much too?
Around the same.
Okay, so we ended up seated next to each other?
I was seated separate from her.
Right.
Once I got to the concert, it was oversold, so I had the usher came to me and asked me if I could sit somewhere else, which was good, Your Honor, because it was actually closer to the stage.
Okay, so your seat you bought was further behind, and you were offered a seat up close.
Absolutely.
And that's how you ended up next to her.
Yes, we ended up sitting beside each other.
Okay, so then what happens?
Well, what happened, Your Honor, is, you know, we got to knowing each other. You know, I seen her there by herself.
Right.
You know, I said,
what do you mean we got to know each other?
Yeah.
Well, how much can you talk to somebody at a concert?
Well, you know, you can say, hey, you know, I see you here by yourself.
Right.
You know, I did ask her. I'm new to LA. You know, I asked her, is she from here? You know, what she do?
All of
you know,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to make friends, Your Honor. I'm just here, you know.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
You got into a long conversation?
Yeah, it was kind of long. We were having fun. We had a good time. I was dancing.
Well,
Right.
what
She was
happened, Your
dancing.
Honor, once Diana Ross came out on stage, she jumped up and like a woman possessed. Like the conversation we had just turned. Can I show you, Your Honor? Yeah, she just jumped up, started dancing.
Okay, back up a little bit because I can't see you from there.
Started jumping up and, you know, throwing those bows like she had a ludicrous concert.
Well, what did she come out singing?
We had a Diana Ross concert.
What did she come out singing?
She came out singing,
I'm Coming Out.
I'm Coming Out.
That's one of her top songs.
Let me see how you started dancing to that.
This is how I was dancing, Your Honor.
Coming up.
The next morning, I woke up and my right side was painful. So I went to the ER.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Sutton Platt, who is suing Aaron House for personal injury.
And I was like, hey, Diana, I had my hands up, and I was just like,
no, bones in her elbows was doing like this, Your Honor. You know that old dance back in the 80s. But it became a little injury because she started hitting me, you know, it was in my rib on my left side. I was like, oh, whoa, you know.
How many times did she hit you in your rib?
Probably about 3 or 4 times.
Well, the first time she hit you in your rib, you should have moved.
Well, that's the usher. I asked the usher, can I move? And he said it was packed. It was nowhere else for me. So I just sat down for the rest of the concert.
You sat down for the concert?
Yes.
It doesn't make sense to me either, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, because it was painful. She kept hitting me in my rib.
So, the third time, the second time, what happened the second time she hit you?
I just looked at her like, you want to slow down? You kind of, you know, looking possessed over here.
That's how people act in concerts.
But you don't have to hit no one, Your Honor.
People hit each other all the time in concerts.
Well,
I mean, it
became painful.
What happened at the end?
So
I'm asking her, what happened at the end?
I had no idea I hurt her in any kind of way.
You said goodbye and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what happened then?
Well, the next morning I woke up and my right side was painful. So I went to the ER. You know, and the doctor told me that I had.
Don't tell me what the doctor told me, because that's hearsay. Unless doctor, whoever told me is outside waiting to tell me.
Yeah.
Is he outside?
No.
Supposedly she has evidence.
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
I have receipts from the. Yeah, I have receipts from the.
Let me see the receipts you got. But you can't tell me what somebody told you. That's what's called hearsay.
It might be fraudulent, Your Honor.
Well, those are my receipts.
Okay, and you had some insurance.
Yes.
But your insurance paid. You only had a copay of $95.
Plus the price of the ticket was $350.
You sat through the concert.
Well, I want her to pay for that.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
She don't even look like she dances like that. I mean, but it sounds like a rave party, or where the people dive into the crowd or something like that.
She must haven't been out to a concert lately, because as soon as the performance started, she just hit the stage. She just jumped up and went crazy.
All right. Well, I don't think that you don't have any other witnesses here. You don't even have a doctor here to tell me what your injuries are. She says she didn't do it. You said she did. There's no third party to say, well, I saw what happened, and this is what happened. So you're really only out of $95. I'm ready to roll. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you.
All right. Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Justice was served today. I am very happy with the judge's decision.
I'm just glad it's over. Maybe somebody need to teach her some dance lesson.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.